Have you ever heard about the strange disease that drove people to dance uncontrollably for weeks on end? You might think it's a scene from a horror movie, but this terrifying episode is a part of real history. In the summer of 1518, the city of Strasbourg, France was struck by what would come to be known as dancing plague. In this video, we'll take a look at the horrific symptoms of this strange disease and how it impacted the people of Strasbourg. Make sure to watch till the end to find out how this outbreak started and if there's any truth to the most bizarre theories regarding its cause. Strasbourg in the year 1518 was a bustling city. Located in the region of Alsace, it was a major trading center and was known for its skilled craftsmen and lively cultural scene. But the year began with a chill. A harsh winter had just passed, and people were looking forward to the warmth of summer. Little did they know that the season would bring with it a strange and deadly plague. It all started with a woman named Frau Trophia. She was a 23-year-old tailor who lived in a small apartment above her family's shop. On July, she began to experience symptoms that no one had ever seen before. She felt an overwhelming urge to dance. At first, it was just a mild twitching of her arms and legs, but soon she was dancing uncontrollably. As the days passed, more and more people began experiencing these symptoms. At first, it was just a few isolated cases, but soon the entire city was gripped by what would come to be known as dancing mania. People of all ages and social classes were affected. They would dance for hours on end without stopping. Some would spin around in circles until they collapsed. Others would jump and leap through the streets like animals. As you can imagine, this outbreak caused a great deal of chaos and confusion. People didn't know what was causing this strange disease or how to stop it. Some blamed it on witchcraft or the devil himself. Others said it was a punishment from God. Among the most affected was a man named Jacob, a well-respected member of the community. He was a man in his early 40s who owned a successful bakery. But as the dancing plague continued, he became more and more desperate. He tried everything he could think of to stop dancing, but nothing worked. He begged for help from the local clergy, but they were unable to stop the outbreak. Finally, in a last-ditch effort, Jacob decided to flee Strasbourg. He thought that if he could just get away from the city, the dancing would stop. But unfortunately, this was not the case. He danced all the way from Strasbourg to Metz, a distance of over 100 miles. By the time he arrived in Metz, he was completely exhausted. And as he collapsed to the ground, the dancing finally stopped. But not everyone was so lucky. As the dancing plague continued to spread, more and more people died. Some died from exhaustion after dancing for days on end. Others died from injuries they sustained while dancing. And still, others simply died from complications related to the dancing. Eventually, the plague reached the attention of Pope Leo X. He sent 4 of his most trusted advisors to investigate the outbreak. The 4 men were tasked with finding the cause of the dancing plague and putting an end to it. But despite their best efforts, they were unable to do so. In the end, the dancing plague lasted for over a year. It is believed that over 400 people died as a result of the outbreak. There are many theories as to what caused the dancing plague. Some say it was a reaction to the harsh winter conditions, while others say it was caused by a specific type of rye bread that was popular in the region at the time. There is also a theory that it was caused by a buildup of toxic gases in the sewers, which then caused people to become hysterical and dance. This may sound far-fetched, but it is actually quite plausible. Toxic gas buildup in sewers has been known to cause strange symptoms in people, such as convulsions and uncontrollable movements. Another theory is that the dancing plague was a form of mass hysteria. This is a psychological phenomenon in which large groups of people experience the same illness without any physical cause. Mass hysteria can cause people to believe things that are not true, such as believing that they have a deadly disease when they do not. It can also cause people to act in strange ways, such as dancing uncontrollably. There is also some evidence to suggest that the dancing plague was spread by fleas. This is similar to how the Black Death was spread. Fleas were able to jump from person to person, causing the disease to spread rapidly. This could explain why the plague was able to spread so quickly and why so many people were affected. There is no doubt that the dancing plague of 1518 was one of the strangest events in history. It is a terrifying reminder of the power of disease and the human body. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to watch our other videos on similar topics. Thank you for watching.